Hello students, this is Pushpraj Sir. Today in this short video, let me discuss the election method of Indian President. India is a parliamentary republic. That means the constitutional head of India, that is President, will be an elected office. On the other hand, Britain is a parliamentary monarchy. That means the nominal head of Britain is an hereditary office. But in India, it will be an elected office. So our Constituent Assembly decided to make India a republic. So the head, ceremonial head of the Indian Constitution, that is President, had to be elected. But in Constituent Assembly debates, some of the members were in the favor of a directly elected President, while some were asking for an indirectly elected President. Finally, Constituent Assembly settled down to have an indirectly elected President. So, in a very brief and concise manner, if we examine the electoral method of Indian President, we can explain these points. It is indirectly, that is indirect method, by the people's representatives. It is not based upon the first past the post system, but it is based upon the proportionate representation of states. All the states have been given representation in proportion to their population. So in this respect, this election is based upon proportionate representation system. Now, an electoral college will be created which will include elected members of Lok Sabha, elected members of Rajya Sabha, and elected members of state legislative assemblies. Roughly, when we conclude all the legislative assembly members, it is around 4120. Elected members of the Lok Sabha, 543. Elected members of the Rajya Sabha, 233. So 776. 4896. These are the voters of presidential election. They are the members of Electoral College which elects the Indian President. But now there is another question. When it is not the first past the post system, it means in first past the post system, one voter vote is counted one in digit. But in proportionate representation system, there is a formula to derive the value of votes. Value of votes, members of parliament will be separate, and value of votes for each state will be different. There is a formula, like for Bihar, one MLA of Bihar, the value of his vote will be the population of Bihar divided by the strength of Bihar Legislative Assembly, and to reduce the number, it is further divided by 1000, and population will be taken from the census of 1971, because the 1971 census provides the most stable population statewide in India, because thereafter there is too much migration, and with the policy of population control, southern Indian states implemented it more successfully than the northern state, and that created a difference between north and south. So in that regard, still up to the 2026, the census that will be used for the population will be 1971. So value of votes. There is a formula for both the MLAs and MPs. All the MPs will carry the same value of votes, but there will be difference between MLAs from the different states due to different population and different state legislative strength. When a voter cast a vote from this electoral college, let me suppose there are 3 contestants A, B, C. Then voter will have to provide priority of choice, that is, maybe this candidate has first choice, this is second, this is third. Minimum number in proportionate representative system, there is a concept of minimum number, means the total value of votes of this electoral college, including the members of parliament and state legislative assembly members, the all value will be counted. All the value of the whole electoral college will be divided by 2 plus 1, that is 50% plus 1. This is the minimum number a candidate needs to win the election. In first past the post system, to win the election, there is no any minimum number which has been decided initially. Whoever gets the maximum vote becomes the winner in first past the post system. But in proportionate representative system, it is decided by minimum number. So, first cycle of counting begins, and in first cycle, every candidate, let's suppose candidate A, candidate B, C, how many priority? That is number 1. This candidate has got how many priority? This candidate has got how many priority? This candidate has got. And what are the values of those numbers? The values are added against each candidate. If any one of them achieves that minimum number, becomes the winner, the president. But in case no one have achieved that minimum number in first cycle of counting, then there will be second cycle of counting will be held. But before that, the candidate which has the least chance of winning the election is ousted from the race. Let's take an example how it is done. Suppose there are three presidential candidates, capital A, capital B, capital C. And 5 voters. Voter number 1, small a, voter number B, voter number C, voter number D, voter number E. Candidates are same, A, B, C, capital. Now, each voter has been asked by their respective political parties to give the priority as the party has decided. Suppose this voter has to ask to provide this number. Capital A, choice number 1, capital B, choice number 2, capital C, choice number 3. B belongs to the same alliance, he has followed the same priorities. C belongs to the another alliance, he has followed different priority, he has given capital A number 2, B number 1, C number 3. Again, D, voter D, small d belongs to same alliance as the C. He also has followed the same priorities. But the small e voter belongs to a totally different political party, and that political party has promoted candidate C, small c, as its choice. So he has been asked by the political party to provide him number 1, number 2, number 3. This is the order. Now, in this example, we can see there are 3 candidates, capital A, capital B, and capital C, 5 voters. And let's suppose that all the voters are from Member of Parliament, means they carry the same value. Now, in this condition, both the candidate capital A and capital B has tie. And candidate capital C has the least chances of winning the election, because only one voter has provided him number 1 choice. So, this candidate will be ousted from the race in second cycle of counting. And the voter small e has provided him number 1 choice, but the voter small e has also established that if candidate C, capital C, does not win the election, my second choice will be A, capital A. So now this 2, that is number 2 priority, will be transferred as 1. And in this scenario, capital A has the 3 priorities. So he will win the election. So we can see that in election method, in case of need, vote given by any other voter can be transferred to any other candidate. That's why this is also known as single transferable vote system. So, presidential election, Indian president's election, you can explain it by using these terms only. This is indirect, there is electoral college, it is proportionate in proportion to population of the state. there will be value of votes. Voter will be asked to provide priority to each candidate in first cycle of voting. All the priorities, number one priority will be counted. If anyone achieves that minimum number, there is no need to further counting. If no one achieves that minimum number, then there will be need of second cycle of counting, in which votes can be transferred to other candidate. That is single transferable vote system. So finally, a candidate achieves that minimum number and announced as the new President of India. This is the method of presidential election. This is how Indian President is elected. Thanks.